Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio. Revelio.
They were out the other day. Tomes and scrolls.
Revelio. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
I saw what you did!
Revelio.
I have no tolerance for...
We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly,
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has a...
What have you been doing to keep the extortionist?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worth.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind.
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. I'd lose my job instantly.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
My father always called...
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
One never knows.
Can't imagine how much.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Oh,
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, Perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Find myself scurrying over that thing.
Hengist of Woodcock.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to
Revelio.
them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quick. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Revelio. Accio.
A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Revelio.
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
The more grades I fill, the more it's not gonna work.
It might.
What? Using that girl's face, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough.
Revelio.
Just keep an eye out.
It's exhausting. Hey. Perhaps I was the fool. To listen to you. Perhaps it's me own decisions what need a bit of contemplation, eh?
I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending them.
It's all about having a keen eye. Take me, for instance. My eye's as keen as a niffler's on a pile of gold, or a knobtail to a sow.
Revelio.
Not my fault if a customer skips the foot.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her with more affection to a hallmark.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now. Not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Revelio.
How divine. Ladies are so giddy when I'm around.
I reckon I should call myself Billy Wing.
Vicus Totalis. Revelio.
What? Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked.
Vicus Totalis. Revelio.
Hey.
Nuisance when supplies run over. Always makes me nervous when the stocks aren't breathing.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here.
Cast my eyes closer, best to be sure.
Revelio.
Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
Vicus Totalis. Revelio.
Mouth round here. Can't say I mind.
Hey.
never get lost, me. Always got me wits about me. You find
Expulso!
blindfold me and I'll...
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
They don't seem to care for me, the Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them what we all have done there.
Feldcroft.
Revelio.
Extraordinary.
You're the first one casting spells at a sign of trouble.
Yes, I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing. I may go to Hogsmeade later, stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that...
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Petrificus totalis.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Revelio.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
You do talk an awful lot about weather. Did you know that?
Revelio.
More times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
They teach the dark arts at other schools. Why should Hogwarts be any different?
How did I get me?
Revelio.
Doing Rookwood work for him. It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. What?
Fine use of my talents, this.
Students these days, so full of themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, isn't it?
It's about time Rookwood took control. He doesn't need Ranrock.
I rob every traveling vendor that comes.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Do you remember the first life you took? Can't say I do. I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Revelio. Revelio.
that? Better have
Revelio.
What was that, sir? They don't seem to care for me, obviously. Can't say I blame them for all I've done.
Miracus totalis. Revelio.
Pull yourself together. Can't be going about like this. Our enemies seen our divide. We must stop this. We've become our enemies.
I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts, don't you?
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing.
Revelio.
Boss will deal with her when he arrives. Could do work.
Go on. Always claiming he knows about herbology, this one. What a laugh. Go on. Name 9 herbs that don't kill you but cause a nasty pox. See? He can't do it.
Miracus totalis. Revelio.
So for what? Nothing ever happens.
Did you hear? No more. Aha! Back for more. That's just the beginning.
He must be here somewhere.
Expulsion!
You're so lucky! And I haven't even had my tea yet!
One less nuisance to worry about.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I met with the Hogsmeade later. They're in some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running them.
It's
Revelio.
work. Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
I've used unforgivable curses on occasion. Fortunately, I'm not looking to be forgiven.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in bacon. Hey. Ministry's never done nothing for me, no wise.
Let's finish this job and be done.
Miracus totalis. Revelio.
I ain't allowed back in Glad Rags on account of my light fingers.
I've raided Brockborough more times than you. Can't understand why more don't. They're remarkable.
Oi.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day, waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Miracus totalis.
The Hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
Revelio.
I'm Rob Hedge.
What's your time in you ask me.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
I shall be shining in Rookwood's eyes when he sees what I'm capable of.
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me come, and rightfully...
Revelio.
Why do I always end up on patrol duty?
Students these days don't fool themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, isn't it?
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Oi!
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Rookwood will lead us to victory, you mark my words.
Hey!
Revelio. Accio.
Isn't it best?
Revelio.
Way through the unknown. Surely one's inner wisdom has some sort of barometer, a clue as to whether our footing is bringing us either further away or towards Dark Climb.
Feldcroft was extraordinarily dull. Does no one put up a good fight anymore?
Hey!
There must be some students at Hogwarts that we could recruit.
Revelio.
They don't seem to care for me in Hogsfield.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. We'll have our paths.
I don't know why they're called unforgivable curses. Using them don't bother me none.
I've had enough of Feldcroft, and I never have to see it again.
The girl's friend...
Patricius Totalis. Revelio.
Wonder where we should aim for next. Somewhere else.
Perhaps it's...
Revelio. Patricius Totalis. Revelio.
Rookwood already.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found me. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Over here. I need your help.
Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Oh, I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts, don't you?
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting. Oh, so tired.
Revelio.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it coming.
We may be working with the goblins for now, but soon they'll be answering to us.
What are we even doing here? We ought to be at the Hog's Head. This is a waste of our
Revelio.
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me cut, and rightfully so.
He'd better notice is all I can say. I'm better than the lot of them put together, and it's time Rookwood saw it.
Let's finish this job and be done with it.
Revelio.
I raided Rockford.
It might have gone more to plan if you'd paid attention to instructions. Cleaning your ears out might be a good start. I swear they would.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Professor Howard will never believe this.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Might as well be surrounded
Revelio.
by Jarvies.
Aloha Mora.
Don't get struck by a cursed throne. We do have this view.
Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things. Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. You're certainly of more help than Adam.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Revelio.
I spend the entire day in Hogwarts.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.